Sup,
So,
gamers? Hello, it's your boy Snivelcock.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
What's up, gamers?
So if Jay made Dale all fives, would he have been serious?
No,
No.
because Dale's shit.
Fucking got some fucking doors.
What does the list need? An eagle, sir.
Oh, wait! Tyler, you've been hobbying something? Tell us more!
John, I thought the exact same thing. Next.
How brave and experienced.
In reality, they're fives
They're all-
fucking everywhere.
Oh, no.
Alex made me change it. This is a fascist regime, suppression of opinion. Alex, abuse of power. That's all I got to say.
Jay, you were wrong.
It's a very nice.
Tyler,
Did you
Tyler,
seriously?
what did you do?
Did he change something?
Huh? No, I
No, he
didn't.
did.
Jay, talk shit about Alex. Talk shit
Okay,
about
so-
him. Get him.
Get
Go,
him.
go from sick and
No, let me go. Let me.
Megalos is back.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Tell me about it. Garrison,
What did Alex? What did you do?
What? I think this is what you sent me.
No. Why are they two? No.
This is what you sent me.
But I don't mind the three.
Jay, your one transgression doesn't get made up for by one correct call, mate. We were trying to figure out who got second at this tournament we went to get the Mirkwood army. Chris then switched around, so first place we get the Mirkwood. Then they got nerfed, and Tyler got first, and I got second. So he got the Mirkwood dudes, and now doesn't care because they're not strength first.
I made a mistake with this one.
Oh, did you now?
The peer pressure was immense. He caved, and now he's painted 3 models.
What's up, gamers? I'm Alex, that's Sean, that's Tyler, and that's Jay. And this is Mountain Goat Gaming. Welcome to the power rankings for the Hobbit Armies, Good and Evil. Skibbity Bushnut, let's get into it.
What?
Sorry.
This really is fucking bean counter virgin hour or whatever old mate said.
Guys, it was 40 degrees today. We were out of power for what felt like a long time. It was probably about an hour or so. We're just trying to get through it. We rank armies, the new edition armies. Most of them we've never played before. We've never seen on the table, going purely off their profiles, their special rules, what we think they'll do. We base them on a couple different criteria. You can stop the video and see them right there. Here's an example of one we did in our first video, like the Besiegers of the Hornburg, where Jay gave some probably insert shit take here, and everyone else gave us a kind of fairly decent ranking. But before we get into the video, you try, but you don't succeed. You gotta like and subscribe because it's free and it helps us out. So you jump down there, you may think you're subscribed, but maybe you're on your nan's account. They haven't subscribed, so you should probably go subscribe down there. Am I being funny, Sean? You seem to laugh at everything I'm saying right now. I'm
You're just a funny boy.
This is great. Oh, thank
Just
you
a
all.
funny boy.
So get down there, subscribe. It helps us out. It lets us know you like the content. And likewise, shout out to the Bars Tables and Oz Wargaming, new sponsor. Ooh. So if you head to any of these, so Bars Tables up in Queensland/WA, Oz Wargaming in Victoria. If you jump into any of those places, get anything from their stores and use code GOATS, all uppercase, because it matters for one of them. All uppercase GOATs, you get 5 or 10% off, depending which one. Bars Table, I think it's 5%. Oswald Gaming, 10% off anything in the range. Chris from Oswald Gaming also let me know, if he ever does a sale, the GOATs keyword will still take 10% off on top of the sale he's already
Let's go!
Massive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you to both of these guys for helping out. Massive pillars of the community, helping sponsor tournaments. Awesome work. Please go get your 3D prints and everything from them. Jay, you've been creaming over your Khan Doom army recently. Get to the Instagram to check those out.
Oh, please do. Link
100%.
down below in the description for Instagram.
Without further ado.
Hold on, wait a minute.
whoa.
Wait. Are we
Whoa.
not gonna do the hobby
Come on.
portion?
Oh,
please?
hobby
Yeah,
portion.
This
Let's
is a
go.
big thing, lads.
Everyone knows our
Okay.
favorite portion before we get into videos is look at what everyone has been hobbying up. I actually hate to say this, I don't have the bottle with me because Jacob's taking clicky photos with them, but I just painted up Sauron.
Oh, hell
Hey.
yeah.
Little cheeky Sauron from Liam Harder, my boy.
The boy, the
did
hard
it.
on
I put him
himself.
on a massive 1-inch hill, and he's just non-metallic metal cream cloak.
Modeling
Pretty
for
good.
disadvantage. I'm there for it.
No, Van, I can climb more things.
Yeah.
Sean, what have you been up to?
So I finished off my Night Lords. Finally, it took me bloody forever. So I'm just in the process of building 16 Hillsman bows, and then Wolfen and the Mega Chad Targ. So that's what I'm working on at the moment.
R.I.P. Tyler. Wait, no, it was Jay.
No,
Jay,
we gotta wait.
obviously,
We gotta wait.
Jay's a
This is
hobby,
big.
the hobby king. Jay, what have you been doing other than you can't do anything else? Or
I have been doing so much. It's a little silly. So I've built and painted the Dunlin side of the War of the Rohirrim. I've already painted up Wolf, and then I'm finishing up the Khan Doom. I've got literally 6 models to go. I've got my commission for another Khan Doom army to back this up with. So that one's getting started tonight, and then next week I've got Tyler's Last Alliance coming through. So it's been a big couple of weeks for hobby.
okay,
Whoa.
Not
And
as not as big as someone else who we're.
Well, Tyler
Forgetting.
mustn't have been doing any hobby. Oh wait, Tyler, you've been hobbying something. Tell us more.
Oh my god, it's a coming
big
back
day.
to life moment. Okay, I have now decided that I need to paint Iron Hills Dwarves for the new edition, to try and complete my Battle of 5 Armies, and I have actually painted 3 models now. So
3
I was about to
models.
say,
Look
into the camera.
It's
Look into the
dwarf.
3 Iron Hills Dwarves. I am just so
That's hard.
so, and this is one of them. But
You're
yes,
becoming a more complete person.
I just want to say to anyone who doesn't think peer pressure works and is a bad thing, it clearly works. Look at what we've done to Tyler. The peer pressure was immense. He caved, and now he's painted 3 models.
Yep.
But he's still given Jay models for commission. So,
Yeah.
swings and roundabouts,
Swings and
silver
roundabouts.
linings, yada yada.
I'm not good.
Without
I-
further ado, let's get into it. So this is both evil and good. We're gonna go through all the good ones first, then all the evil. Army of Lake Town.
Just
proper shit.
real quickly for everyone. Just so the viewers are aware, all these things that we've been doing recently, the idea behind it is everything that's come out on release. All right, I'm going to reiterate this. This has come out on release. We're ranking these on release essentially. And then the idea is to come back in the next couple of months to a year, however long it is. Hopefully Armies of Middle-earth is dropped by then. And then we can re-rank these and see what they're like in the future and see where we would make changes. Anyway, carry on, Alex.
I made a mistake with this one.
Oh, did you now?
I fucked up.
So,
Army of Lake Town?
Lake Town. So
Yeah.
this is Army of Lake Town has been one of the, I would say, the most changed armies, both army bonus wise, model wise, big changes. So at the end of his activation, the Master of Lake Town can spend a will point. If he does, Braga gets a will point. We'll go into why that matters at all later. The Master of Lake Town, Alfred, Braga, they may not take part in any heroics called by Bard or his family. Tariel can include Killy, Philly, Boffer, and Oin in her warband. If she's within 3 inches of any of the dwarfs in combat, she gets +1 to wound when making strikes. And all friendly dwarf models, the ones mentioned above, reroll fail to wound rolls when either making shooting attacks or when making strikes. We're also looking at like a Master of Lake Town that's now 70 points. A 2/4/2. You're not spending might to do his things, you're spending will points to make Braga and friendly Lake Town captains and guard within 6 inches, +1 fight, and have a banner reroll, so not 12 inches anymore. Yeah, it's just Bards also now really expensive. The free heroic combats for him require one of the girls to, one of his family members to be in combat. They're fearful, so they have to do a courage test to get into combat. Alfred is significantly worse. He now is spending will to roll on a table to give someone a buff. Only one of them gives a might point back. The others are kind of things you can't plan on really, and they only work for the rest of the turn.
No, what is it? The no bomber as well for the replenishing of will option as well is a big thing.
No. You also get things like the Braga, the captains, and the troops all get reroll 1s as long as the master has will points left. Braga, the captains, and the guards within 3 inches of Braga get dominant 2 while he has will points left. The issue is actually the troops having being 7 points base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're expensive.
8 points with War Gear is insane for this. You're still getting a decent number unless you go superhero heavy. But holy moly.
I think that's where I kind of don't mind Jay's 3 for numbers. I still
kind of rate it.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it at all, considering the price increase on nigh on everything, whether it be the Master, Bard, and so on. I still think it's a 4.
Fucking look at that shit.
But I don't mind the 3.
Jay, your 1 transgression doesn't get made up for by 1 correct call, mate.
I don't know.
1 for magic is fucking
1
wild.
for magic is insane. What are you magicking? What are they weak? Like, why are you so scared of magic?
Because they have no magic, and fucking hold up.
I'm waiting.
Hold on to your testicles, and then
you know I am.
And after that, they're fucking main heroes and shit like that, which is how I would typically play it. They don't like to be magicked, so it's a 1.
The bard just can never resist anything.
With 3 will, he's gonna spend it all, roll triple 1s, then he's done. That's it.
That's
Does he have resistance?
That's your only way. So wait, but
does he have resolve?
Does he also? There's multiple heroes with resolve. You have multiple threats.
How many?
Multiple threats though. Tariel has the Blade Mistress and +1 to wound when near a dwarf. The dwarfs all get rerolls to wound, and you've got like decent dwarfs there. Like,
they still don't like to be magicked.
Yeah, but magic can be applied to every freaking single model.
To be clear, this is nowhere near as good a army as it is currently. Didn't get abused as much over here, but it was a horde to deal with. It is now not as much.
Yeah. At the very least, I'd put my magic up to a 2. That's it.
Yeah, that's what we put it. We're not saying
honestly
ridiculous.
Don't know why I've got magic at 3.
My issue is a lot of it also relies on, like, Braga needs will for things to happen. The Master needs will to activate his abilities and things. So a 1 sap will cuts your timer much shorter.
Maybe the 1 does work.
No, but again, if you're doing that, you're not transfixing Bart, are ya? I'm gonna move on because otherwise we're never gonna get through this. And
That's it. We got
to cut Jay short because he's obviously gonna have some incorrect opinions. Wow! Army of Thror, one of the I'd say biggest hits again that happened. So we have Grimhammers having obviously a throwing weapon max. So you're only taking a third of them in the army. They only have 2-handed weapons now. The heroes themselves are pretty well unchanged. So Thror, Thrain, the 3 young dwarves, and the captains and things. Yeah, it's just...
Damn, I got confused with Army of Thror and Erebor and Dale.
These poor fuckers, man.
That's what they're shooting the 3.
I ran this at MGG Open last year. It was so much fun, and I was like, fuck yes. Like, Jacob was right. They're great. They're cheap. Now they literally just got curb stomped for no reason.
They were the best army when starting the game. You buy 2 boxes of Grimhammers, you buy Thror and Thrain, and you start from there. The easiest army to get into, and they were solid. I would have given them honestly like a redundancy of 4. But now, this new edition, they have been just walloped into the ground. Throwing weapons, 33%. Grimhammer's forced to take 2-handed weapons. It's
not good.
Because now because the 33% is like cool. Now they have to be the elite troop, but they're now so inconsistent. Like throwing weapons are still going to be great. Obviously, they're still solid. The D7, fight 4, but damn, like I've 2-handed weapons are fine, they're not anywhere near it. I've done movement 1 only because the only march are captains and the Dwarf King, and I feel like you don't want to be taking those heroes.
Yeah,
Because they're lame.
I don't think you want to take them, and honestly, you don't really want to march if you're taking the others. It's just
you
I
accept you're
feel
not
you
you're
on
gonna
the
get
one.
shot and you just walk up.
Yeah.
I feel like your auto take is Thror every time. It's still
100%.
130-ish points, and then after then
It's 3.
you probably want to take Thrain,
Thrain.
maybe Young Thorin. Young Thorin's also like the +1 strength on that turn.
The new Young Dwalin stuff is kind of yoked.
Yeah.
We'll talk about I have thoughts on Dwalin. Assault on Ravenhill. If there was a ranking for cool, it would be a 5 for me, because this shit is so cool. Sean, if you have the rules, if anyone has the rules up and wants to read them out, otherwise I'm happy to continue.
Oh, there is.
I got it.
doing so.
There's so many rules.
Go for it, Tyler. You can speedrun this.
Yeah, Legolas begins with the Orcris. Additionally, at the start of the fight phase, if Legolas is within 6 inches of Thorin and Thorin is engaged in combat, he can throw the Orcris to him. And then Thorin just carries it from then on. The line of Durin, friendly models treat Thorin as a banner within 6 inches, so long as he's alive. And he will also count for VPs in terms of banner scenarios. Also, Killy and Dilly increase their attacks by 3. And then you have
2, 3.
Sorry, 2. Sorry. 2, 3.
Hey, 5 attack Billy and Killy.
Now he fucking sick. If Thorin is engaged in combat within 6 inches of Dwalin, Dwalin may declare free heroic combat. If the heroic combat is successful, then Dwalin must use the following move to join Thorin's combat. If that's not possible, just move as close. And then the heroes of Mirkwood, Megalos is back. So fight 7 and 3 attacks. Additionally, though, Tariel must reroll all failed to wound rolls when making strikes. And then Bilbo gets his throwing stones as like a normal throwing weapon. And he may reroll failed to wound rolls when using them as well.
I love that so much.
So this is 650 points on the dot. There's no question as to how you're going to run this. You could run it at like 500 and drop like the twins, or at least the brothers, Philly and Killy. There's no way to like cheat a dominant or anything. You're stuck with these like, what is it, 7 dudes?
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Pretty good.
pretty solid. Lots of might. Let's not forget Legolas still like triple shooting into combat. Tariel is now an expert shot. All of its sharpshooters knock all your opponent's horses down, and then you just get to go to town. You go in, you fight 5 and 6 on a lot of it. The only thing that really hurts is just Dwalin is far less consistent. Instead of throwing 4 attacks or 3 with Burley, he's throwing 3 attacks or 4 or 2 with Burley.
Yep.
But still
good.
it's solid.
Still solid. Still a lot of fun.
I feel like in the next 650 tournament that comes along,
You'll see a lot of this.
at least 5% of the tournament will have Ravenhill.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just a nice little one. I like it. Battle of 5 armies.
Damn.
Oh,
Nothing
lot of
below
green and
a
yellow.
3. The reason for it is we're ranking overall army lists instead of a specific army list you're taking to a tournament.
Yeah.
And Battle of 5 Army has literally every tool in the fucking game.
That's
It has bears, it has eagles, it has dwarves, men, elves, it has every hero you can think of. So it plugs a lot of holes. Do I actually think it's, personally, one of the best armies in the game? Maybe, but I don't think it's actually insane. It just covers a lot of holes.
I think it's
Like
got to be
if you build it in
built
certain
right.
ways, your redundancy in magic could be really low. It could also be really high. Your combat could also be really high. Like if you're taking a bear, sure, it's probably a 5. If you don't, it's probably not. Tyler, you have been using this and testing this one out.
This is one of I genuinely think it'll be like for higher points levels, it'll be definitely like top 5 for meta. So anything that's like 800 points and above, even 750, it definitely will be tons of quality just because you're able to get the monsters as well as you can even spam out troops as well. I think I just love how much you just get quality might and then you just have the ability to still get in a cheeky little monster or two. And Nori is, I think, one of the best profiles from this edition.
Dude,
No question.
defense 9, throwing weapon, fight 5, 3 attacks. Oh,
The heroic
That's-
strike as well.
He's also one of the dwarfs that didn't get forced two-handed weapons.
Yes.
So having the hand weapons really nice. I'm not calling anyone out because I think it is a good list. I'm just wondering where the shooting in numbers of a 4 come into it.
It depends on how you build this.
Absolutely,
as to
100%.
why I
So
put
would
it to
you
a
build
4.
something with like max shooting, max numbers?
In
Is
my
that-
mind, you could spam out a bit of Lake Town with it to get your numbers up. Or if you wanted to, you could also go quite monster hero heavy with like the shooting aspect too, in terms of you actually don't care about what they've got to shoot you with.
That's look
In
exactly
both
why
arguments.
exactly why I went with 3 was because there's 2 ways that I look at this, and it's I can push the monsters aside a little bit and I can spam out numbers and shooting, or I can bring in those monsters and lose the numbers and shooting. So that's what brought it from a 4 down to a 3 for me.
Yeah.
It's just there's too many possibilities with this that I just
It's,
In my
I
mind-
think this is actually one of the toughest ones to rank because there are just
Yeah.
so many. It's the same with
Yeah.
things like Men of the West and the Pelennor Fields, the good one. There
so
are just
many
way
options.
too many ways to run it.
100%.
Amazing. Erebor and Dale.
Who's across the
Sean,
board.
have you got your things up, or do you want me to read it out?
I'm very upset. A certain someone, Alex, forced me to change my ranking of this.
You did start with 4s across the board.
It is 4s across the board. They do whatever they want.
So this is a combination of Army of Thror and Garrison of Dale.
And Garrison of Dale. It's phenomenal. It's so good. It's the chosen list.
Do you have the army rules on?
Yep, I've got it just up here. My
Beautiful.
waffling and my filibustering was so that I could open up Tabletop Admiral.
Of course.
So, alliance of men and dwarves. Friendly Dale models may re-roll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes if there is a friendly Erebor model engaged in the same combat. Friendly Erebor models get the exact same thing. A shit version of Animosity. Love to see it. Where's the next one? Lords of the Kingdom. Friendly Dale models treat Girion as a banner. Friendly Erebor models treat Thror as a banner. They don't count for banner VPs, which is a shame, but it's a pretty sick thing to have. And Great Prosperity. Whenever a friendly hero model spends a might point, roll a d6. On a natural 6, the might point was free and does not reduce the model's store. That's not bad.
It's
gonna
not. It
cut
just
up-
gives you a
it's
lot of
cute.
flexibility.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a potential Hail Mary play,
Yeah.
where you're like, bugger it, I need to spend might here, but I also need to save it. Let's just risk it, use the might here and pray for that natural 6. I rate them. Look, the big thing for me in this list is, and it will come up with Dale as well, Girion can't take his longbow, which means he also doesn't have rapid fire, which just cuts so much away from this list. I've run Dale and Erebor in the previous edition, and it is outrageously good as an army. The shooting is there, the D7 tankiness in there, the fight 4's there, the potential +1 to wounds when charging into Knights of Dale, who are also D6, which is disgusting in Dale. It's a phenomenal list, and this list, I think it's still going to be decent, but it just doesn't have what it previously had. And again, the throwing weapon conundrum on the Grimhammers, and Grimhammers being forced to take two-handed weapons does hurt this list a lot as well. So it's been neutered a little bit, but I think it's still decent. It's got play.
No variability on the being able to take a bow with the captains of Dale as well.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that either. Yeah,
Can't do
Dale,
that either, so that sucks.
Captains of Dale with bow are disgustingly good. So yeah, it does hurt. It does hurt.
It's definitely been changed. It's a very middle of the road list. Kind of master of none in terms of its skills. It can bring in Thrain, who still hits like a truck, but it's very focused around him doing a lot of work. Otherwise, you're just trying to make use of just solid troops.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't actually do a third Grimhammers, third Knights, third like Warriors.
Well, you can't take
Dale.
Knights anymore either.
Oh, are they been?
They're gone.
They're waiting for them.
We're waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, in the previous edition and now this new edition, we need to figure out names for it. MESBG 1 and this is MESBG 2.0.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like 7th ed at this point.
Yeah,
7.5.
but G-Dub's like officially calling it MESBG 2. I don't know. It's weird. But in that previous edition, if you were the kind of player that loved your troops and didn't like being reliant on your heroes doing all the work, this was the list, and that's why this suited me to a T. But yeah, you're a bit more reliant on heroes. Girian's 3 attacks now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That is true. The only thing to do now is keep going. We have Erebor Reclaimed. I don't know what the fuck. No. I stand by it. Let's just. I don't remember. I don't remember actually rating this, but let's just assume I was right and go from there.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I did.
No.
Jay, talk shit about Alex. Talk shit about him. Get him. Go from sick and boys.
No. Let me go. Let me. Give me a second. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Sorry. Erebor Reclaimed. We have the dwarves. They're rallying. Any infantry hero in the list may declare a free heroic march, even if it's not listed as one of their heroic actions. Additionally, infantry models in this army can still charge after participating in a heroic march. So we have 80 charging dwarves. We also have family ties, so this is dwarves that are related from Thorin's company, so Dwalin, Balin, Killy, etc. can use each other's might, will, and fate as if they were their own within 3 inches. And also, they've to the king, if your army contains only hero models with the infantry keyword at the beginning of the game, then friendly models may reroll to 1 natural 1s when making strikes. Am I crazy? What is the non-infantry model you can take in this list?
Wow, I was about to say Gwai here for some reason.
It has Thorin, Balin, Dane, Dwalin, Philly, Killy, Biffo, Dori, Gloin, Einhill's Captain, Nori, Oin, Ori. Because even Boff on the Troll Brute is still infantry.
It's a war beast, though, right?
I think it's still an infantry.
No,
unless it was just
Troll beast is classified as a war beast.
Well, okay, but the only thing you're losing is then the reroll ones, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
I'm trading that for a Troll Brute. Yeah.
Okay, so can we just talk about what that Troll Brute can do and what stats it can be shared and the fate that can be rejuvenated? But it's disgusting. Don't do it.
So yeah, let me just. I'll talk about my rankings. 1, redundancy. You're relying on a couple things. They're called heroes and rolling dice. Do that.
Bullshit.
You have crazy courage. Your heroes all auto passing as long as Swarm Protector to Thorin. Your Iron Hills dudes are auto passing within 12 inches of Dane. Sick. Combat. Do we have to say anything? They're
very good. Very good.
They're sick. And the only reason it's survive is you have so much might to augment that. They've also fixed the whole thing where Thorin's banner only affects Erebor models and it didn't affect the Iron Hills. Now it just affects dwarves.
Good.
Which is fantastic. Numbers is just... I feel like you want to get the boys on. Get the boys on the board.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think most of the time you're maxing out at... You're never really hitting 30 models with this. Like taking like 3 models of Thorin's company and then like full warbands. That sounds so light.
That's not
I'm taking like 5 minimum.
Yeah. I'm taking the Troll Brute.
Like having fun. I'm taking the Troll Brute every day of the week.
Yeah. No way you're not.
100%. The marching as well. Marching into combat. Remember also, that's a marching Troll Brute.
Exactly.
That's a fast boy. It's a 9-inch Troll Brute that's running around.
It's a very nice.
I think you can do some work with this. I think this is an interesting, solid list. The shooting as well, like the shooting, they don't have a heap of shooting. They have some crossbows. They're D8 and 9.
Yep.
That's pretty good shooting defense. Other than numbers is a bit low. Numbers should be a 2.
Yeah.
My numbers should be a 2 as well.
But I stand by Courage 5. I stand by Courage 5 without a doubt.
I respect that.
That's fine.
I should have put Magic down to 3. I just went Magic 4 solely on the factor of you've got so many heroes, so much might, so much will. It's kind of like, all right, you've got
and
2
your war
casters, you lock down.
Can't be affected by casters as well, movement wise.
So maybe I do stand with my 4. I think
Fuck, is Alex right again? Shit.
No, I think I'd want to go to a high 3 on magic, but
What I love about that troll group, by the way, is even like Elrond or Arwen's Wrath of Brunin can't knock it the hell over.
Can't
Hell
knock it
yeah.
over. Also, Bofa is the one that does the
Ignore.
3+ ignore the special rules for him, anyone within 3 inches, and he's on a bigger base now.
damn.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So center it around him and just 2 strength 10 hits all the way.
Dude,
Love that.
it fucking hurts my heart that Azog has the shit version.
What the fuck?
Of
Tell me
their
about
model.
it. Garrison,
What did Alex? What did you do?
What? I didn't. This is what you sent me.
No. Why are they 2s?
What?
No.
This is what you sent me.
No.
I promise I did not purposefully do anything. Let me
I
just
still
check
not
this-
because it doesn't even add up. properly.
Tyler.
Did you
Tyler, what did
seriously-
you do?
Did he change something?
He
Huh?
did.
No, I
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Garrison
You
of
had to,
Dale.
because it adds up to
wait, no,
15.
hey, Garrison of Dale, Sean, you said 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh wait, no, 3s. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did.
Tyler,
What? This is
Did
what
you
I saw on
change
the
some-
no. This is what I saw in the PowerPoint.
In reality, they're 5s
They're all-
fucking everywhere.
Oh no.
Alex
then you
made me change it. This is a fascist regime, suppression of opinion. Alex, abuse of power. That's all I got to say.
I have only one thing to say.
I will
Dale
say
partial round.
You have to
changed.
bleep
I
my
may
high
or may
Alex,
not
but-
have changed it on
There's-
principle.
Tyler, look, I supported you in your hobby journey, and then you've
Fucking
gone and
hell.
done this to me.
Absolutely.
Can I just say, Garrison of Dale were shit, and are still shit today.
I will just for prosperity. You did. This is definitely you put everything down by 1. It was 3, 4, and then 3s all along here. You mean man. You mean.
I would
man.
never.
How
do that.
dare you do this to him? Someone's gonna dox my Google.
I
account
actually
now.
don't think I did that, but maybe
You-
I did.
100% did because I definitely didn't. You mean man? Look at Sean's face, and then the way he looked at me. Especially because I was sitting there, like for a moment, being like,
Oh, fucking hell. Please tell me we're going to edit this.
absolutely, Jesus.
Maybe.
Nah, this is good. This is good content.
This is what people love.
I got it
Fucking-
start. Oh my god, we're fixed. Sean, you and I were so close to getting it. Oh wait, oh no, Tyler, you fucked up. I love trying to see who gets exactly right with someone else or gets one off. So close. So
It's never
close.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I-
God,
There
no.
was once where you and I actually got the same in the first video. I'm pretty sure. It's just a solid list to get the 3+ shooting. That's a thing that
I think,
exists.
again, the big things that you're missing are the bow on
Girion.
Girion, bow on captains, and you're missing that D6 and +1 to wound from your Knights of Dale. That's the big hitter. Which
Bro, that's everything. That is
Ah.
literally.
He's also 3
No,
attacks
you,
now.
you
though.
think, yeah, sure. But you think about how you played Dale in the last edition, right? That was
Yeah.
the shit you relied on.
And you shouldn't have to rely
Yeah,
on
the,
it so
the,
much.
the kiting a little bit with Dale. Yeah, it's like
yeah, look,
now you have to
it's,
play him a little
The
different.
thing I'm worried about though is they're still really good at shooting. You can get a lot of them. Those 15 points saving from the bows and stuff is just more dudes.
More
And
dudes
now
with
still
bow.
get the 3+ shooting. They all have Hatred Dragon they can apply to their shooting. They reroll fail to hits against monster models.
Yeah.
They get Girion's Fearless. Everyone that can draw line of sight to him gets +1 courage. And then all friendly Dale models within their within their deployment zone or within 6 inches of a friendly windlands get +1 to wound when making strikes.
this
So does that not tell you sit in your deployment zone, shoot them, and then fight them with +1 to wound?
this plays exactly the same as previous edition Dale, although instead of getting your bows on your heroes, you're now looking to spec into wind lances, which can now piercing shot, which is huge. And that's a that's a big reason why my number's at 3, not 4, because I still think if you're taking a wind lance, you've got to take 2. I think that's got to be the play. Girion, you put him on a wind lance, and he doesn't actually have to stick around the wind lance. He can move as far away from the wind lance as he wants, so that's not an issue. So he still technically gets a bow.
Is the issue that he has to deploy in the back 6 inches of the board still with it?
Yeah, but you want that with Dale anyway. You want to be deploying as far back as possible.
Yeah, fair.
Wow.
Because Dale's playstyle is very much, I sit at the back of the board.
Wow.
I will shoot you for a fair while, but then I will cap objectives very late. And it can get very, very tricky
How great of an experience.
to manage that. So
Sean, I thought the exact same thing. Next.
Get seen, Sean. Halls of Thranduil, someone else take this away.
I actually thought, and at the time, the Mirkwood elves were strength 4 plus 1 to wound, which is why I put the combat at a 5, because that in my mind was just bullshit. Obviously, they've errated it and fixed it. Thank you. However, the elves of Mirkwood are not like their kin. They are less wise and more dangerous. Friendly Mirkwood warrior models within 3 of Thranduil get plus 1 to wound. And friendly warriors treat your general as a banner, which is cute. I genuinely think this is stock standard numbers. It plays exactly the same as it did before. Obviously, Thranduil can't be on his horse anymore. His elk, a lot of things got yoked. The glaives is the main talking point of this army, though. The glaives, correct me if I'm wrong, you have 2 different options now. You can either get plus 1 to wound or plus 1 attack.
Only if they are not supported and they are the actual ones in combat.
Yeah.
Huge, right? Huge. And yeah, Jesus Christ. And Megalith is still a thing on top of Tauriel.
Can you still shield with the glaive?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
The other thing that I will say, fight 6 Cav, Mirkwood Cav. It's pretty interesting. The only thing though is the plus 1 to wound doesn't affect the Palace Guard captain anymore. So only the warrior models.
Thank God that fight 7 plus 1 to wound,
dickhead. Dude, I was
brother.
Which is actually part of the reason why I put movement down to 2. The captain isn't as incentivizing to take. Legolas is far more incentivizing to take. So is Tauriel.
But they still move 6 inches.
But if you're playing Caesar Prize, are you marching?
Yes, because I take march with my lists.
But surely you're taking Thranduil and Legolas. Sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
but like
and then I'm taking captain.
And then you're taking captain. Like I mean, it just depends on what the meta is now going to shift to. We don't know. We don't know what the average points value is going to to be for this new edition.
But even like at 750, it gets rough trying to fit them in.
I'll still take all 3 because you kind of just need it. You need that mobility. But yeah, I can understand if you're just taking Legolas and Thranduil. I can give you the 2. But otherwise, combat wise, man, Jay 5. Wow, is it just
crazy?
5's nutty.
That was the strength for elves, right?
That was a strength start. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Just that.
Holy fuck it up. Yes.
Because Thranduil's not as potent.
Thranduil's nowhere near as potent. I love the dragon thing, the instill fear, like the old school instill fear. Which gives you some play. Legolas obviously gives you play outside of combat, which is awesome. Even with strength, like we all thought about how good strength 4 elves will be, but they're still really expensive. Glaives are 2 points on an already expensive model. They should be, obviously, Tyler. They're insane.
They should be strength 4.
Oh, shut up. This dude was so keen to... We were trying to figure out who can come second at a tournament we went to get the Mirkwood army. Chris then switched around, so first place would get the Mirkwood. Then they got nerfed, and Tyler got first, and I got second. So he got the Mirkwood dudes, and now doesn't care because they're not strength 4. I'll take them. To be clear, I don't have a Mirkwood army. I want it.
What was second place?
Fucking got some fucking doors. It was a terrain kit that was like just doors to stick on an interior. I'm like, sick. I can't use this shit.
Oh, is this slice and slot? Hell yeah!
It's not even. No. I love slice and slot. This is like literally like almost like D&D terrain where you steal like a wooden thing like
Shout out to Oz Wargaming.
No, it wasn't Oz Wargaming. It's some
it
random thing. Also so close. If Jay was just normal, him and Sean would have the exact same ranking. But he's not. Iron Hills.
Bullying.
Nothing's changed.
Iron Hills. Other than the fact that Dane is an expensive little boy. Ironfoot has come in scenarios where you have to roll to arrive. You may modify your rolls by +1 or -2. Wait, does that say -2? Is that the actual roll? That's what it says on Tabletop Admiral. Is that a
Hold on.
typo? Get
where-
that book.
Gakus, dude.
I'll keep rolling while someone else looks. I'm not going to read that dwarvish. Yana Durinul. If friendly infantry models may reroll wounds of a natural 1 when making strikes, as long as they're in base contact with 2 or more friendly infantry models, so in shield wall essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly models gain the Mountain Dweller special rule, and Dane gains the Master of Battle 5+ special rule. And this one you're taking Dane, Dwarf Kings, Iron Hills Captains, Ballistas, and Chariots, and all the goodness of them. I can't remember what this Dwarf King does.
Fight 6, Strength 4, D8, 2 attacks, 2/2/2.
That is just a Dwarf King stats, but do we know if it's a -1 or -2 for the Maelstrom?
It's +1, -1, brother.
Yeah, cool. Which it makes sense because you can't actually -1 anymore with Might for Maelstrom.
Yeah.
So being able to do that is actually really nice. So it means that your 3s are always up to a 4s, your 2s can actually go down to 1s instead of needing to go +1 plus a Might.
Yeah. Jesus. Sucks.
Jay, you and I were doing so well. We were like nearly on the same page. We're kind of around the 1 for shooting.
Are you
the best anti-shooting thing in the game with the ballista and the twirly whirlies? D8 shield wall, crossbows. It's so good.
I'm just gonna say, I ranked this with my heart, not my head.
Rank this with your dick.
Brother,
I'm glad you agree
across the board.
I'm glad. No, I'm glad you gave it courage of 5. I think fearless everywhere is just sick. Dane's a Chad.
Combat's fantastic. He's fight 7 now. The Dwarf Kings are fight 6. Like you have decent combat. You're not just
you're not taking. Yeah, honestly, trading Marin and Draft for Dwarf Kings totally worth it.
100%.
Numbers wise, they definitely should be 2.
Redundancy at a 4, honestly.
Yeah.
Ballistas, chariots, and just general dwarf shenanigans is
absolutely
just super consistent. There's multiple ways to deal damage. I genuinely think their shooting output is that good. Some of my favorite armies to play are ones that appear to be really superior in just shooting, and then you go run at them, hit them, and then you get munched over in combat as well. This is something that does that if built the right way. If you have the ballista or a chariot with the D6 shots and stuff with a full set of crossbows, it looks really menacing from shooting. You have to walk up to it because you can't sit back and shoot yourself because you can't shoot through it with the twirly whirlies. And then it hits you with a Dane.
Yeah.
I still think numbers are 2 though. I'm just saying it's fair. They are so expensive, and now Dane's just more expensive.
Dane is very expensive.
Yeah, I want to put that down to a 2 personally, just because I didn't look at how expensive Dane.
Because he's now 160 with a
185
point.
185 full kit.
Yeah.
God damn.
My magic's at a 2 because again, like once you get there, Dane is the center of everything you do.
Yeah. I don't like that they've heard his Master Battle to a 5+2.
Yeah.
What was it? 4?
4.
It was 4.
Yeah.
Captains used to be 5.
They've really reduced Master Battle overall.
I'm glad.
That's a shit thing. That's not a shit thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If anything, they should get rid of everyone but Gothmogs. But
yeah, 100%. I think that's it.
But yeah, still, I think still very solid list.
Yep.
Dwarves are annoying. Strength 4 is sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Radagast Alliance.
Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ.
We got blue balls, blue everywhere. Vibes like, all over the place. So this is Radagast, Bayorn, Gua here, and the ability to take great and fledgling eagles. All the eagles get +1 on the charge, +1 strength on the charge. Bayorn, who is now a completely revamped profile, he has auto transform, monstrous charge, all the bullshit that no one liked to play against because it would just felt shit to do. If he's involved in combat, kills everyone he was engaged with. On the next turn, he can declare a heroic move for free for some fucking reason because that makes sense. I don't. Heroic? No. Heroic
Baramorphin time.
No. Genuinely, heroic combat. I get it. He's an angry boy. He wants to keep charging.
Heroic
Why
move?
is he calling a heroic move?
Because he's
genuinely
smart.
Like, can you think of a reason? He's so smart as a bear that attacks everything around it, nearly kills Gandalf and the party. What the fuck are we doing?
He's on such a rage that he has to move first and get into combat. That's why.
Yeah.
Shut the. You cannot
strategic
me.
boy.
You cannot. Yeah, and he's like.
Did you want bear
is he
force?
talking to Radagast?
So would you rather have the special rule be Bear Force 1 and him just drop down just like a watcher?
I want that so badly.
Would you rather have that, Alex? Would you
The
rather...
Jihadi Bear Strike should not be brought up.
The party bear strike.
So I'll label this to you guys here. We've spoke about Assault on Ravenhill being like a 650 point list, right? 650 points, you get Gwaihir, Bayon, Radion, Eagle, and another Great Eagle. And I'm sorry, that dicks on Assault on Ravenhill.
Whoa, I don't know.
Yes, it fucking does.
Absolutely does.
Legolas,
Absolutely.
Sorry. If you play like a proper dickhead, which is called using forests and buildings and Legolas,
Bayorn has woodland creature.
Yeah, that's
and he can
awesome.
transform at will.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but he doesn't have enough might to deal with it all. There's too many things coming at him. Radagast is gonna get Legolas is gonna point at him and go, "Hey, buddy, sharpshooter."
And Radagast is gonna go renew.
Hang on, can I just say
with
something?
his free will.
Master of Birds. Radagast is always assumed to have line of sight 20 point of the battlefield. Additionally, friendly eagle models within 12 inches gain resistance to magic special rule. Yeah, Raddy can just do Raddy things and where he wants to.
What magic is in Ravenhill that we're concerned with? What is that going to do with anything?
Well, he can charge into the forest.
And not just that, but if Legolas is on a horse, no, he's not.
He's not in Ravenhill. But...
Okay, you want to transfix him? Transfix him from the other side of the fucking board. Like, I think it's cute. I think it's good. As you can tell, this is what I'm taking very soon.
I will say, my ranking system, it does
100%.
swing towards lower model count or more elite things because it ranks things like courage and magic and combat the same as like numbers and movement. So like tanking 1 or 2 stats doesn't really make up for having really good other stats. Do I think this is one of the best armies in the game? No. Based on the ranking system though, it does a lot of good things pretty well. Eagles are still meh. Normal Eagles. Well, he's sick. But like Tyler, you know, when you get stuck with a 2-attack eagle flat-footed for a couple turns,
Turns
and
into a normal captain.
getting shat on. Yeah, he's a captain. He's a captain. Exactly.
Absolutely. That's what Gwaihir suffered from last edition. He turned into a fucking captain.
Yeah, but that Bayon is Bayon can do bits.
And Gwaihir came now too.
Radagast is also 2-attack space as well.
Gwaihir is so scary, man.
Gwaihir is definitely scary. 3 attacks.
Radagast is 3 attacks base now.
Radagast
on this eagle. On this eagle,
with
he
Sebastian,
will be.
Yeah.
He will be. But I love this list. I think the Eagles themselves are fine. But why the hell do the bear and the fucking eagle have heroic defense? In what delusional world that they go, you know what? We'll take it away from like Gil-galad, Elendil, fucking my Chads, and you know what? No. They need it on
honestly,
fucking Gwaihir
I
and the
can't
bear.
remember. Wasn't it dinner last night when I was just like, at what point in the movie does Bayon go, no, stop, no? Like, what are we doing? He's like, if anything, like, strength, strike, challenge, maybe.
Yeah, give him a challenge.
But
no, not even a challenge.
They don't need challenge.
They're too.
Well, I would give it to
Bear.
No, I give it to Bayon because in the books he literally goes and fucks on Bowl, and that's his whole.
Could you imagine giving him +1 to wound and another attack?
Send a might to do it, sure. On my one hero, he's gonna die anyway. Your strength 8 with 4 attacks on the charge. I'm dead. I'm just fucking dead.
That's all, folks.
If anything, you're just giving me a buff because I might be able to do a wound.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I can't argue with that.
Alright, next.
Sick. Rangers of Mirkwood. Okay. This one's I think this is a very interesting list. Got a pretty decent overhaul in this new edition. I wish I
didn't read it.
I got it if you need it.
Go for it, yeah.
Knife Mastery, friendly elf models may reroll 1s to wound. Additionally, friendly elf models may use the shielding special rule. However, they cannot use their Knife Fighter or Blade Mistress special rules in a turn in which they elect to shield. The Prince of Mirkwood gains Knife Fighter, so Legolas gains Knife Fighter, sorry. Dwarven Resilience, friendly dwarf models may reroll failed fate rolls, I think. Reroll failed fate rolls. Clear the Nest, they all gain Hatred Spider. And then, if you think I'm giving you a weapon dwarf, you're sorely mistaken. Friendly dwarf models cannot benefit from the heroic actions or standfast of friendly elf models, and friendly elf models cannot benefit from the standfast or heroic actions of dwarf models. Additionally, Tariel's Vengeful Fury special does not apply in this one.
So that's the one where
She gets +1 strength. Yeah, she gets +1 strength, -1 defense. So
yeah, it lost some of its shooting stuff. It had like it used to have the 6+ Fury save near forests and things like that. It traded that. Lost Sentinels. You gained all of Thorin's company though.
Yeah,
massive.
Which is fantastic, just variety.
Seriously, this list needed to change how it had to be played for the Legion.
Yep, because it was boring as fuck.
Yeah, and it was shit to play against.
Yeah, 100%.
Movement's dog shit though. I don't understand how y'all win 3s.
Because they wouldn't
because don't the Thorin's company guys can use will as marches? Isn't that the thing?
I think so.
Or
I
is
think
that
they
only
can
in the
this one.
Thorin's company Legion?
Don't care.
It might be in the Thorin's company one. That was what I was kind of thinking off the top of my head, to be honest. Also, in my head, most of the time they don't need to move. Also, again, there's heaps of might on a lot of Thorin's company. They have march.
I know, Tyler. It's okay.
March.
It's okay.
Yeah, but
people
that doesn't
do stand
affect
still in the game.
But yeah, don't forget about
Don't
that.
agree
Oh,
with
do you
it?
remember when you used to play Hobbits and you used to put Hobbit traps down and wait for your opponents to walk towards them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice dog, full of terrors.
Oh, dude. I'm the Viet Cong, baby. Survivors of Lake Town. I've pulled these guys up in advance. It's worth pointing out now as well. Bard at this point loses his bow, gains armor into the horse. So, like Girion, no triple shot in this one, which is a bit sad. So, other Lake Town models within 6 inches of Bard get +1 fight value. Additionally, Lake Town models treat Bard as a banner with a range of 6. Alfred does not benefit from the special rule. Bard gains Mighty Hero and Fearless.
Awesome.
Hold the Streets. Friendly warrior models within range of an objective marker reroll ones, natural ones, and making strikes. And this is possibly one of my favorite new rules in the edition. Master Burglar. Whilst Bilbo, who has the ring and remember isn't affected by the will of evil of the bad ring stuff, is holding an objective marker where it's relevant, he increases his attacks to 2, whilst he's wearing the One Ring and is invisible. If he moves through an enemy model that's holding an objective marker in scenarios where it's relevant, he may roll a d6. On a 2+, Bilbo may immediately gain control of the objective marker. He cannot use this ability if he cannot carry the objective marker in question for whatever reason. Remember, and I don't see a reason why he couldn't spend might on that. It's an ability he has. I don't see why he can't spend
Doesn't say
might.
natural 2+.
Nope. Oh.
No.
But yeah, you can take Gandalf, Bilbo, Hilda Bianca, who's the lance, essentially the charge bonus on the boys. Who's, if you know, you know. Percy, Alfred, Bard. Hell yeah.
But with the Hilda thing, the Lake Town militia don't have to charge. She's the only one that has to charge. So even the Lake Town militia that are spear supporting get the +1 to wound.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, did they change it? I don't think it was like that previously.
No, because they used to it would be
only she needs to charge.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's how that works. Holy fuck! But again, Alfred not being able to make Bard a 6 might hero with mighty hero at the start of the game is not a thing anymore. But he still has mighty hero. That's sick. That's awesome. Bilbo is an auto take, I think, immediately because of that rule. Mm-hmm. The ring is also still an option to do stuff. You can do some stuff. Gandalf is an option. I don't know if you take him. He's a big points investment when you already have a 150-point Bard.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, that's exactly why my courage is at a 4, because I was thinking about Gandalf. But do you take him? Maybe not. Yeah,
because and survivors have also just been tanked. So these went from D4 up to D5 with shields to D3 flat, +1 defense against shooting, and the ability to shield. But in combat, they're just D3.
Good. This is what they should always have been.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%. My magic set at 2 because, again, this is assuming... I was thinking about it. I don't think you're taking Gandalf a decent amount of the time. Everything's a Bard event, and like a lot of it's relying on him to actually do work. If you have Gandalf, different story. To be clear.
Yep, that's fair.
But yeah, solid. You're getting a lot of boys on the board.
Mhm.
Bard's family is fucking so expensive because you gotta take all 3 of them together.
Now he gets Swarm Protector for all of his kids, correct?
But that might be a thing.
I think he does.
I'm an
God, the Hobbit stuff is just really hard to
I think
remember.
he gets specifically Swarm
He
Protector
does
for
get-
all 3 of the kids.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Sword
does.
Protector, all 3 of them.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
It's got
I think-
sharpshooter, it's got
yeah.
the rapid fire and stuff doesn't matter.
What's
Yeah, cool.
what's that other shooting thing that he's got? He's got rapid fire and
Sharpshooter
Black Arrow?
and the Black Arrow.
maybe it's
But
not
that's
him.
only for the Windlands.
I saw it. I saw another shooting thing that I.
Swift shot.
Yeah, what's that? That's the one.
That's the
never
yeah,
minus
it's
1.
The one when you move.
Never
and
minus
shoots,
1 to
yeah.
hit for moving
Oh,
and shooting.
damn.
But
That's
he
pretty
doesn't
cool.
have a bow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't know what to think. I need to see. No one really plays survivors down here at all. I've seen people ally. They used to ally them in with like Thranduil and Dane to get some numbers in and stuff, but just no one is. I've never seen anyone play them pure.
Was Jono the last person I saw play Survivors? And that was at the Queensland GT?
No,
before
he was
that?
playing.
No, that's
that
Army.
was normal Lake Town.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
He was doing Army with Thorin's company.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Next.
Next.
Thorin's company.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Anyone got the rules for these lads? I've got the
I've got the
little
next
ties and things.
I do have the rules here.
Go for it.
If your army contains only Thorin's company models, then friendly dwarf models may spend their will points to declare heroic march instead of using my points of their own. If they do not, even if they do not have the ability to declare a heroic march, at the beginning of the game, choose one objective marker on the board. Friendly dwarf models within range of the chosen objective marker gain dominant 2. And then the family ties rule comes in again with Ballin, Dwallin, Killy, Philly, Biffer, Bofer, and Bomber,
Of sharing
Ori, Nori,
might.
Dori of sharing might. And that's basically it. However, one of the craziest things is you have the ability to bring in either Gwahir, Radagast the Brown on Sleigh, and some Great Eagles if you want some interesting mobility.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
Gandalf's
no.
fine.
I do love that.
Mm.
So, overall, interesting.
Oh,
Very
God.
interesting.
I was when I was doing this this chart under numbers, I was gonna write 15 for all the members of the Thorin's company, so 13 dwarves plus Bilbo and thingy, and then I looked at them and was like, oh, you can also take Radagast and Gwahir.
Yeah.
Really?
What does the list need? An eagle, sir.
is that what G-Dub's doing this edition? Is going, what does this list need?
Mobility.
Eagles.
Dude,
Ac-
it's the
They
actually-
heard,
same.
they heard my cry. They heard my cry last
I was
edition
having
about
a
how every
conversation
just
as well.
Cravanes. Just
Dude, I was having a conversation about Legolas. I'm like, okay, he's sick, but he's not in that many lists. He's in so many. He's in fucking everything. Fellowship, Breaking of the Fellowship, Ride Out, fucking Defenders of Helm's Deep, Path to Helm's Deep, Return of the
Pelennor.
King, Pelennor, Black, the hero, the thing over the
Men of the
West,
West.
Rangers of Mirkwood, Thranduil's Halls, Battle of Five Armies. Just
Ravenhill.
fuck off,
And get ready.
Ravenhill. Fuck
Do
off.
you know who got shafted last edition? Gimli. Do you know who's still shafted this edition?
Gimli.
Gimli.
Dude, that man?
I had a game where Legolas actually outkilled freaking Gimli. That's how you know it's a state of depression. Like Legolas should never
should
be
not
able to
happen.
really outkill him. So
Yeah, the only issue with this list for me, as always, the low defense.
Yeah.
It's a
100%.
killer. Like a random cav that charges with a lance or something can actually off a member. It's really susceptible to shooting. Like Cool Blinding Light could help, but you got to cast it every turn now. Once you get to combat, you can do stuff, but
But yeah.
it's nasty. I wouldn't be keen to run this. I'd be feeling not too swell about this.
Tyler, with both of these nuts' magic resist stuff, why you got him at a 2? Wait, why are we looking at 2?
for me, it's just the fact that you can almost like pick apart the armies. Like you can deal with the dwarves that have the one will pretty easily and kind of move them wherever you want to, or transfix them relatively easily.
Okay.
And when one of them isn't working, then like some of the active special rules that they have aren't going. It sucks because I'm pretty sure don't get me wrong, is Ori's special rule with the two-handing stuff passive or active?
Oh, that's a fantastic point, because if it is
I swear I thought it was
active, you could
active.
transfix him to turn it off. Although, is that what you're really doing with your transfix?
I'm just saying, like, well, I mean, it means that all them, some of them are just -1, but I don't know if they are. But I can't remember if Thorn's company may just have hand weapons instead of two-handed weapons.
No, some of them definitely have two-handed weapons. Gloin, I'm pretty sure, does have.
No, all of them have hand weapons. Oh, I lied.
Oh, they lose them just in the champions.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I mean, all of Ori's rules though is active, and a lot of their rules are active. So it's interesting. It's one of those things where I think it's just susceptible to magic, and their movement isn't
fair.
great.
I would have the magic higher, honestly, if Dwalin wasn't as bad. Because now, 2 attacks base, 3 with Grasper and Keeper. He's just not as big a threat as before, and I feel like you can really focus down the ones you need to deal with. Like Gloin and Thorin being those two for me.
Yep.
I can see Courage being a 5. JR, validate your existence.
Thank you. I was looking for that my whole life. Next.
Movement of 2 is fucking crazy, though. Next.
They
can march with their will points. They can march with their will points.
So,
White Council, go for it, Jay.
Council of the Wise. Each friendly White Council model gains the special rules associated below. Saruman, 3 inches, may reroll 1s for their cast magical powers. Gandalf, friendly White Council, 3 inches of Gandhi, reroll wound rolls of a 1. Ratty, 3 inches of him, may move through difficult terrain without penalty. El Rondo, Banner, Galadriel, 3 inches, resistant to magic. Friendly White Council models may still be activated whilst engaged in combat, and therefore may attempt to cast magical powers whilst engaged in combat, with the exception of the following powers: Nature's Wrath, Sorcerer's Blast, Wrath and Brilliant. Friendly White Council models gain +1 to resist any test files within 6 inches of another White Council. And finally, they are all now dominant 3.
And that's why their numbers are 3.
They're fucking like 1 attack each, brother.
Yeah, the attack nerf is big.
Fucking huge.
Oh.
So
Did I
Galadriel's got
misread
3
that?
attacks, but Gandalf is 2 attacks, Radagast is 2, Saruman is 1 or 2.
I fucked up? Are they not attacks per wounds anymore?
Nope.
Oh no!
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
But I don't.
Look, I still like Radagast on Slay for impact hits, so.
That is true. Tyler, I'm actually going to call you out this time. I'll get on to Jay later. Magic 4?
Yeah.
Offensively or defensively, or why are you marking them down?
Defensively.
They get +1 and a free resist.
Do they get the +1?
Yep.
Yeah, I just read it out, man.
No.
Good
They get
are they keep reading?
resistant to magic. Oh
Uh-huh.
shit! Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Okay, but they can't cast 2 spells a turn. That's the other thing, right?
It was only Saruman that could do that previously.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Well, majority of them could, right?
No.
As long as they were within like 3 inches of him.
No.
No, I can't remember.
So my question, just to make sure I'm actually curious, Jay. The 2 for redundancy, where is that stemming from? Because in my mind, redundancy for them is you have so many outs every turn. Even if you've been charged, you can knock stuff over. You can do all sorts of stuff to get yourself out of trouble. You can banish someone to unlock someone else, so then they can Sorcerer's Blast someone else and just keep going.
Sure, but it's if that magic phase doesn't go off, what else do you have? You can't rely on the combat anymore. It's a one-trick pony.
Fair.
They don't have limit. They don't have cavalry. They don't have, like, in my mind, a 5 for redundancy is your typical double Wraith, Mordor, Spider Queen. They've got shit and wild cards they can pull out of the car, like in the back pocket all the time. This has none of that.
Tyler, you have thoughts. I'm going to ignore them.
What? Next. Fucking next.
No, I think it'd be really interesting to see these guys brought now and see if it feels like the same sort of experience we have now with
Yeah.
last edition's
Vanquishers.
White Council and Vanquishers. Because they've kept a lot of the same rules. I think more so the profiles and the magic spells are the main change. We're heading into now Evil Hobbit, and we're starting off with Army of Gundabad.
Considering I've dropped like $500 on this army, I still genuinely would not rate the combat out of 5 out. We will talk about what they do. Azog and Bolg gain Master of Battle 5+. Azog may reroll any failed to win rolls for making strike against Erebor models. Once per game, the Horn of Gorgoroth, after priority has been determined, as long as your general is alive and on the battlefield, they can order the Horn of Gorgoroth to be blown. Until the end of that turn, all friendly Gundabad models gain +2 to courage. Here's the source. Additionally, at the end of the turn, all enemy models on the battlefield suffer a -2 penalty to any courage test they are required to take. Note, it's not cumulative with any other rules. Wicked. Here's where the money is, right? During the priority phase, I'll paraphrase this. You can raise different banners. As long as you don't consecutively raise the same banner, you have to raise a different banner per turn. Here are the 3 different rules you can get. All friendly Gundabad models on the battlefield count as being in range of a banner to reroll the dual roll. Or all friendly Gundabad hero models may declare a heroic march for free. The last one, basically, you get the Oblivious to Pain rule on everyone. The Berserker's Oblivious to Pain jumps to a 5+.
Mm-hmm.
It's super, 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 super cool. And the shittest part about it is Azog does not have a fucking wog.
Yeah, the no white one, because he essentially got the signal tower, a mini version of the signal tower for free. You're sitting there looking like you can get bowl, you can get all sorts of stuff in there to make it sick. No white wog means his damage output is virtually null. His Master of Battle is a 5+, I believe, at this point.
Yep.
Even if you could take the white wog is only 2 might now. Your damage output, you're looking and now your Troll Brute, who's a war beast, to do a decent amount. Your troops, there's no chance to allying your Hunter Orcs, and we'll talk about them very soon. Berserkers are sick. I think you have to rely on monsters and Berserkers. Which, you just have to. Goblin Mercs are now more expensive.
Yeah. You know this scene where they're charging and then like they're running and all of a sudden the Berserkers run through.
Yeah.
Like capture that moment. And I think insert Army of Gundabad. That's how it runs in my mind. Like Alex Tyler and I tried to run, because I'm not even kidding. This is my army for 2025, right? I want to run this and try and make Azog work. We were trying to write like typical 750, 800 point list, and it was really hard. You want to put the monsters in, but I feel like to put the monsters in, you have to skew really heavy into the monsters. Or you ditch the monsters, which is not what you want to do, because you have to take fucking banners all the time now and go 15+ Berserkers and back them up with spears.
Yep. You know what?
I don't mind that at all, actually. The spam Berserkers with the spears.
Oh, it was when Kylie ran the Signal Tower this year, spam Berserkers was because it was like a 24 model-ish list, 22 models, and you could get a decent amount of Berserkers in there. What I think would be really interesting, because the old Signal Tower, the banners counted as actual banners for VPs. I would not be... I don't think this is entirely crazy if this army always scores VPs for banners.
Damn.
It should. It's the depiction of a
It's
army
literally...
banner.
Think about that scene in the movie. They sound the horn. The massive banner up on Ravenhill just unloads. Like that's...
Dude,
I think
Iconic.
if you do that, then I'd say if you kill Azog, then the banner goes down.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like
100%.
that's not because you need to have some way of negating your opponent's ability.
That's fine.
And so I would say, hey, look, if that's the case, I love that idea though. But if Azog dies, you don't get the banner. Like the banner VPs go.
Yep, that's chill. I think Magic being at that point, Azog is everything. That makes sense. The courage is solid. That turn, who cares about +2 courage? You got Berserkers and stuff.
Mine is
that turn where you know you can pin that hero and everything's gonna run. Oh my, elves are sitting there shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Dude. You like, especially when you drop those like 2 dudes on objective at the back, they are no longer anywhere near consistent.
Yeah.
It feels like we're very down.
I would change some things about this, to be honest with you. Movement, I would put to a 4, potentially 5. Going with the Gundabad Berserkers,
free heroic
Berserkers,
marches.
couple bats
like,
as well. Free heroic
They
marches.
move 8, don't they? The Berserkers.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
11-inch
Yeah.
marching.
Yeah. Numbers, I would probably cap to a 3, but again, you have to run it a really specific way. I'm still kind of happy with the 2. Combat, I still think they slap. The issue is that the Gundabad warriors now have gone up in points, but they always consistently fight 4. I would like to have seen the other Berserkers go up to 5-5, just like the Isengard ones, but it's still good. I don't think this is a bottom tier list. Don't get me wrong.
I think this is a
I'll
good
prove you
mid.
right. I'll win a podium with it.
I think this is a good mid-table, as in like
It's
middle
solid.
of the run kind of list. It's
You
solid.
have to play this list and know where to pick fights and what to do. And the fact that
Absolutely.
Berserkers move 8 inches is your wild card.
Yeah, because Azog just can't put out enough output. He can't just jump around the battle line to deal with things.
Yeah.
The troops are really paying for their points for the ancient enemies. That's what
I
it feels
think-
like.
I think Azog will be brilliant in the early parts of this new edition in this list of people going, oh shit, it's Azog, and being scared of Azog and throwing
Even when
resources at
it's
Azog,
fine,
and you
yeah.
just going,
Okay.
it's not his role anymore, so
Yeah, because what used to happen is you'd go into something lower fight. It's like, cool, if you strike, I'll copy it for free, and then you're still fucked. He's still great. He still fights 7. D3 on the strikes mean it's so good, and you can actually genuinely still use your flail against some of the fight 5 dudes that are trying to strike up.
Yep.
But
I agree.
I think this is a wait and see for me.
Yep.
Azog's Hunters, I did pull these guys up because I did want to talk about these guys. So, Morgul Arrows. So you don't have to take bulk for this to occur. Any enemy model that suffers a wound from a shooting attack made by a friendly model, and the wound isn't prevented, i.e. by fate or anything like that, must roll a d6 during the end phase of every turn after suffering the wound. On the roll for 1, they suffer another wound. You only roll 1d6 even if you've suffered multiple wounds from Morgul Arrows. It's a 50% bow limit instead of 33. All models get mountain dweller and woodland creature, not cave dweller, Jesus. And the pale orcs demands, whilst within 3 inches of a friendly hero, friendly orc warriors gain a bonus of +1 to courage test to charge any model with the terror special rule. It's got Azog, Bolg, Fimble, and Yasnig have essentially swapped for the most part. So Fimble is now a fight for 2 attack, 2 might hero. He still has the expert rider and the doesn't take the penalties for moving through difficult terrain, and gets a +1 fight value on the charge, which is
Okay.
cool. Yasnig, who is the one that gets his head chopped off famously in the movie, is now fight 5, 3 might with the lance, with heroic strike. And his price of failure that used to be the kill him and you get the courage buffs things is now, if he's at the beginning of combat he's involved in, if he's within 3 inches of Azog, Yasnig can declare he's using the rule. If he does, then Yasnig may reroll any number of dice during the duel roll. If he uses the rule and fails the duel roll, like fails to win the duel, then he immediately just suffers a wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's ultra consistent in going to duels. Has a lance. The weakest part of him is when he's flat-footed or not on his warg. I'm pretty sure he still has only a 2-handed axe.
Yep.
That's fair. And he's the better looking model too, so I'm not sad about that.
He's far sexier. The thing we need to talk about though, Hunter Orcs.
Right.
Hunter
No,
Orcs
no,
are now 1 attack base. There's still 8 points. You get +1 attack on the charge to get to 2 attacks, but that is it.
We need to talk about them on wargs now.
Yes, they do not have to be infantry to gain that rule. So that means Hunter Orcs on the charge are 3 attacks.
Mhm.
Hunter Orc captains are 4 attacks.
Yep.
Which leads to things like, I don't know, a captain with a 2-handed weapon going in, rolling 4 dice, fishing for a 6.
Yep. And don't forget a bonus of 5 dice for a 6, dude. It's
Yep.
Hey Tyler, how many
does
times has Gilglad rolled a 6 for you? Oh, don't worry.
once.
Well, he's not mounted anymore.
Just had to get in there. That was a low blow.
Yeah, you suck.
Ah. Yeah, fucking love
I
that.
genuinely-
I would make
I
a joke
actually-
about knifing a shield, but
I genuinely believe that this army now in my mind, is a fully mounted army.
Yeah, 100%.
You can take that.
it is how it
variation.
looked in the fucking thing.
Yes.
Movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Except for
and
when they
take
hold,
both,
except
just-
when they invade Holster.
Mirkwood.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But even then, honestly, in my mind, the only iconic thing about the scene was more so the dwarves than the hawks. That
Oh,
and then like
absolutely.
bulk shooting.
It's definitely
killing.
Legolas. It's definitely
Yeah.
Legolas shooting.
No, brother. It
It's
was,
the most iconic thing.
Legolas standing on the two dwarves.
On the two dwarves, yeah.
That's where it's at.
No,
And then
it's
Dwalin
Bomber.
saving him with the axe.
No, it's
Bomber.
Bomber. It's 100%
Oh,
Bomber.
barrel bomber.
So, but
Give
we've
him the old
pretty
twirly
have we
whirly.
got a unanimous no? We've somehow just missed all
Out
of
on a
us.
full 20.
Yeah.
We also nearly hit. Well, everyone was like one off someone else. Sean and I were one off just based on combat. Tyler, you were one off. Sean, Jay, you were wrong. No, no, you're fine. You're fine. You were one of Tyler. You were one of Sean. You're one of. You're one of Sean.
We were one off basically almost
Everyone was one
everybody.
of someone else. Yeah. No, that
Is
was
this-
really well done.
Jay, is this your best list? Is this your most accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
List?
this is actually like I think we've done really well, guys.
This
Yeah,
is very good.
congrats.
You
Jay,
will
I'm-
watch this video back and you'll realize how close I am in a lot of things. The armies
I'm
are
also
narrowed
really
down.
Yeah, I'm
about
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
1,300 subscribers. Thank
Whoa.
you, 1,300 subscribers for subscribing.
We're
We
almost
noticed, we
at Gold
appreciate you.
Gamer.
Gold Gamers, we're coming for you, baby.
Boom boom.
Let's keep going. Someone's gonna be ready for the
Oh shit, I may have
what's
lost
the
a
B?
shirt,
I think
actually.
it's the Devastator of the
Oh
North.
damn! There's a lot of
Yeah.
blue. There's a lot of blue.
Yeah.
My
We
eyes.
had our first 30-point army. Tyler's been
This-
wanking off a dragon foreskin.
Fuck.
But you
yeah.
think about
see
it, this is where the
you see
metric.
this shit?
This is where the metric really skews.
This is
100%.
really very skewed.
This is
Absolutely.
highlighting it.
Shall we
Um,
begin?
Do I think
Shall
Smaug
we begin?
is freaking insane though? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Dukes.
in
Yes.
terms of his natural profile, he does not have. I don't believe he has strike anymore.
Nope, just challenge.
Fantastic. The issues. He doesn't spend any will to do fireballs.
Nope. Breathe fire.
I was gonna say he's dominant 20 matters, even more so because of other rules he has. Let me try and speed run through his special rules. So, Wise on an objective marker, he's automatically considered to be holding it. His opposition counts as having no models on it, so that means he counts as having 0 to 20 every
Dominant
time.
20, baby.
So hold ground. As long as he's within 6 of it, it's 0 to 20 on the middle.
Oh my god.
If armies from both sides have it, this special will override it. So things like the 3 trolls that have the auto win, he will counteract it and then he'll just win it. Lust for gold in scenarios where models can carry objective markers. When Smaug moves, he must always charge an enemy model carrying an objective marker if possible. If multiple are able, he can choose which one he charges. At the start of the game, he can select 3 of the opposing player's models to each be given a stash of gold. They must be different models. They're treated as objective markers. That means he'll have to charge them. If he kills an enemy model with the gold marker, he regains it. It's removed from the game.
Scores a VP.
And it's essentially it's a VP for each one he has.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no.
No,
He
has
needs to
kill
get
them.
all 3, and then he gets 2 VPs.
Yep,
Ah.
but if he doesn't get them, your opponent gets 2 VPs.
Oh
Yeah. So
damn!
if any of them are in possession of an enemy model, they'll get 2 VPs.
Yeah.
It's 700 points. So
Hmm.
you're only really running him. I think this could play genuinely up to 800 points.
That's so fair.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he now has monsters charge because for some reason last edition he didn't.
Which is fair.
Which makes sense.
Can I just want to, before someone may call me out, movement 3, his base is big. His base is real big.
That's fair.
That's it. That's literally it. He's a 12-inch flyer, but has a big base.
But how are you gonna get around? Like he can't get around him. So I mean, he can technically still. The probability that he can still fucking fly backwards if he really needs to. I mean, I don't know.
It feels like obviously it's not as restrictive as like a Mumak. Well, not that a Mumak's really restrictive because you start fucking Tokyo drifting. Jay, hey Jay. But yeah, Smaug is definitely gonna be dragging these nuts through the streets as he tries to move that big base.
Yeah.
But yeah, insane shooting. He's obviously slightly susceptible to shooting with the missing scale.
And colossal frame
But
as well.
so you can always shoot into him even when in combat, which is
Huge.
It makes sense, but
Guess what, motherfuckers? Dale's gonna love this bitch.
Dale, yeah, hatred against him with like 3 wounds per hit for the missing scale.
Suck a
is
dick,
interesting.
Smaug.
But honestly, yeah, fuck this shit.
Specifically mine.
Next.
Yes, I hate this. Goblin Town.
Grimly Grobbos.
I'm gonna Tyler. I think you know the changes best.
Brother,
I'm gonna ask you to
sorry,
read through them, and
redundancy
also.
5?
Yep.
Oh, brother.
Yep.
Oh god.
God damn.
We have
Yep.
we have to go take you to counseling or something.
What happened?
Combat
Dave?
2? Okay, let's just hold up. Let's hold up. No more aggression. No more aggression. Okay, Tyler, so take us through the special rules and then give us a brief overview of the changes to the heroes as well, if you could.
Okay, the main thing is I feel a song coming on is the special rule. So during the priority phase, after the priority has been determined, the Goblin King may choose to sing one of his songs. If he does, choose one of the songs below and applies its effects until the end of turn. However, the Goblin King may not sing the same song as he sung the previous turn, so similar to the Azog banner thing. So the first song basically allows for goblins to treat the Goblin King as banner within 6 inches of him. The next one is within 6 inches of the Goblin King, all the Goblin warriors or all Goblin models cause terror. Abominations,
Shit.
mutations, and deviations. Whenever another friendly Goblin model within 6 inches of the Goblin King suffers a wound, they get the Oblivious to Pain special rule. And the last one is Bones will be shattered. Next will be broken. Other friendly Goblin models within 6 inches of the Goblin King may re-roll 1s to wound rolls when making strikes. Now, I have a couple of other special rules. So strength in numbers. Whilst your army is not broken, friendly Goblin models receive a +1 to any courage checks they take for charging an enemy model with terror, similar to the Hunter Orcs. And this next one, if the Goblin King or Grinna would kill an enemy non-monster hero model in combat, they can choose to take them prisoner instead. The hero model will still be removed as a casualty, including for the purposes of any objectives or special rules. The Goblin King and Grinna may only ever have a single prisoner each. If they would subsequently be able to take another prisoner whilst they already have one, they must choose which one to keep. But they basically get VP. So if the Goblin King or Grinna are still alive at the end of the game, their controlling player will gain an additional 1 victory point for each enemy hero that is a prisoner, so long as the model that took the prisoner is still alive. They can never exceed the 20 points or 20 VPs. And lastly, they still increase their freaking warband size by 6. So yeah.
Cool. And just
No
mainly
mercs.
the scribe. No mercs.
And no
The
speeding.
Scribe and Grinna.
Yeah. Yes.
Big,
there's
decently
changes.
large changes.
Yes. So the scribe, I'm pretty sure, is a different kettle of fish in the sense that it's It's still immobile. Special rules the same. But the Goblin King's command: if the Goblin King declares a heroic move whilst within 6 inches of the Goblin Scribe and chooses to call with me, then it will affect all friendly models on the battlefield rather than just those within 6 inches. And affected models do not have to finish their activation within 6 inches of the Goblin King. Additionally, any friendly Goblin heroes that begin their activation within 3 inches of the Scribe can choose to spend a point of might. If they do, the Goblin King regains a point of might spent earlier in the battle. So this special rule can be used only once per game, though. So it's only one time the Goblin King's command can really be effective. And Grinna, the swap with me, is just an active rule. It doesn't have to spend might. However, he's also gone down from 3 might to 2, which is a good thing. But otherwise, yeah.
Did he have to spend might on the swap with me rule?
It was a
Yeah,
heroic
It's a
action.
heroic action.
Mhm.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
And that's why my redundancy is at a 5.
That just that.
That plus your numbers. Right.
The numbers that give you a 2 in combat.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat my Calippo.
Yeah, I'm not.
Brother, you're wild. Brother,
One for
Alex,
magic?
look,
What are you?
Alex,
hang on,
what's...
hang on.
how dare
So-
you, Alex,
Uh-huh.
make me change Dale from all 5s when you didn't force Jay to change his redundancy in Goblin Town?
No, because you all just a joke. Jay seriously meant this shit.
So if Jay made Dale all 5s, would he have been serious?
No,
No.
because Dale's shit.
How
I'm
dare
gonna
you.
hand in my resignation.
Sean, we started this. We can't.
Jay, we just did this entire thing. All 3 videos have just been a ploy to make you angry enough to leave. That's it. That's all we've been trying to do. It's like, Jay, you have like the worst opinions. Just,
I'll let you know. Let's let him in on the secret. We got a message from Maddie. She wants you to spend more time with her and the baby, especially if the new one on the way. So she wants us to kick you. Nah.
Exactly.
And it's also happening to Tyler.
Yep. Sean,
Doghouse boy.
And Sean and I are also. I want Sean to stay home more. So
After
Sean,
the
you're also off the channel.
After the domestic I freaking caused this weekend, I can.
Well, can we get context? Jesus.
Let's give some context.
You can't say I committed a domestic
in a
this weekend.
tournament. In the tournament, my partner and I played this weekend. We played each other in round 3. I won 12-0. That's all I'll say, and we go from there.
Not only did you win the final round to win the tournament on the top table, you pushed it down to like 20 something because you smacked her that badly. It was horrific. How was
the drive home from Geelong? That's like a 2-hour drive.
Look, she was actually pretty cheery. She was like, "I won my 2 games." She was like, "It was bullshit against you, but like everything else was fine."
The 5 or 10 minute drive from the venue to where we had dinner, I saw Chelsea was driving and not Tyler before we left, and I was yelling out of the minivan, "How dare you! How!" But overall, I think Goblin Town has changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
No reinforcements, let me be clear, is not as good as the board-wide moves and the songs.
Yep.
No.
I'm a big fan of the songs.
I'm a massive fan.
I actually think it's better at low points. I actually think it's better than previously at low points with those songs. So 650 and below, I genuinely think Goblin Town got better. As soon as you get above that, though, the songs just don't do enough. And the once per game heroic move, it's like, cool, so if you still pin my Goblin King, my heroic move doesn't go off.
Fuck, I really want a Calippo bar. God damn it.
Oh, mate. As soon as the power went out, we went and got like a box of Calippos, 2 boxes of Lifesavers. We're set.
This is a smart family.
Oh my god, can we fucking
next? Anyway, next,
please.
Hits Go for it, Jay. Tell us about how fucking raw they dogged this.
Oh yeah, surprise attack! Once per game at the beginning of the priority phase, Azog can use a special rule if he is alive. If he does, the person who has Azog on their side, you basically wound. You win priority for that turn, though it must choose to have priority. Big stipulation there. If both sides have special rules allowing them to do it, then you do a roll off. Okay. Any models cannot declare heroic moves in the turn in which this rule is used. Okay, so that hasn't changed. The new priority rules don't affect it. Friendly models gain resistance to magic. And then Thrain the Broken is an evil model in his army. Additionally, if Thrain fails his intelligence test for his Shattered Spirit special rule, whilst within 6 inches of the Keeper in the dungeon, he will then immediately count as passing the test, though will not count as rolling a double. Cool. Friendly Orc warriors gain +1 to wound when making strikes against enemy models that can cast magical powers. Cool. This traditionally, I think what Alex is referring to, used to be Hunter Orc spam heavy. Azog used to do all the things. He does get his wag in this one, which is nice. Azog taking a bit of a hit from where he was. Hunter Orcs taking the hit from where they were. Means that this list got knocked down a couple of pegs. Really?
Azog still get his wag in this?
He gets the wag. It's only a 2 white wag. No heroic combats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting. So it's like Azog used to be the main guy that you would just send around and do the laps. He can't really do that at the moment anymore.
I was going to say, I feel like
still 5 mic though. Like, let's be very real.
Still
has 5. Sure, but
for what he was doing is a big difference. From 6 mic with 3 combats,
100%.
to go from that to 5 with nothing.
with
Oh my
free
word.
heroic combats, free heroic moves, mighty hero. You take a mighty hero, you take that away from them, and tell me what difference it makes to that hero, irrespective of if it's a Boromir.
Imagine
level
Elendil was 2 might, no free hero combats.
Imagine Elendil without a horse as
Imagine
well.
Elendil
Oh
without
wow! You guys, so you don't get free, you still retain
Tyler,
5
speaking of,
fucking
you had
minds.
1 fucking job. Those 2s are great. What are you doing?
Oh fuck! No, that's
Yeah,
you can't.
No. Oh,
That was you dumbass. That's
Was it?
you.
Nah, it's you. Must
That
have
was
been.
Another
you, 'cause
domestic.
I didn't get to the evil.
This
Playing in a tournament.
this poly relationship is not fucking working. Rise of the
I didn't do
Necromancer.
this. Yeah, these two. I didn't do.
And again, I'll be clear. I think this list took a nerf.
Yes,
God, we rated
100%.
this highly.
didn't we?
I didn't.
Because they've taken a decent hit. They've taken a little decent hit. I wish I could pull up the things faster because this is like really embarrassing.
I'll
as
get the book.
I got it. So, should stipulate. So we have Sauron, the Keeper of the Dungeon, all the Nazgul, Hunter Orc captains, and they can bring in Fell Wargs, Hunter Orc Warg Riders, Hunter Orcs, Mirkwood Giant Spiders, Mirkwood Hunting Spiders, which were previously
Giant spiders.
Giant Spiders. So we have Power of the Necromancer. Everything gains resistance to magic. Necromancer can cast 2 spells a turn. He cannot do the same spell or cast to the same enemy each turn. Each time the Necromancer attempts to cast a magical power, he automatically adds an extra dice. So exact same as previously. The main change, okay, Sauron as in the Necromancer, is Dominant 5, sick, Spectral Walk. That's the move
Wicked.
through terrain and stuff that
Yeah.
the Army of the Dead has. Awesome. The issues. Not really
There's a
issues,
few.
but he lost Transfix.
Yep.
So his compels don't actually do as much. No, he does have Transfix. I'm wrong.
Oh, what did he?
I am just wrong.
Best player in Australia is wrong.
It happens.
What?
The issue is the Master of the Nazgul. So that's gives the buff to the Nazgul to return from the dead, which features the +1. It now depends on how far they are from him to get the +1. So if he has 20 or more will points, the roll is in a range of 18. 10 to 19 is 12 inches. 9 or fewer will is only 6 inches to get the +1. So otherwise, yeah, 1s and 2s, the Nazgul will die. And you may be thinking, oh, but you have might to do it. Nope. All these Nazgul are now 1 might.
Damn.
There are some small changes in terms of the upgrades themselves. If I could remember it at a glance, I would say it. I'm pretty sure my book is just like sitting right behind me.
So we have the Witch
Thank you,
King.
Tyler.
So the Witch King has fight value 6 rather than 5, and 3 might points rather than 1.
Stunning.
Kamul is 3 attacks instead of 2, with a 2-handed weapon still. Executioner. So the Dark Headsman still gains the Executioner, which is if this model rolls a natural 6 during a duel roll, then any strikes it makes during combat has the Mighty Blow special rule.
Oh, that's different.
The Forsaken just gets Bane of Kings.
Yep, with the spear.
With the spear. With the armor and spear. Lingering Shadow is still basically the same. Yeah.
Still going to control zones and stuff.
Yeah, but showing player may remove the Lingering Shadow from the game and place them anywhere within 3 inches. That's it. Oh, wait. The Lingering Shadow may not be placed in base contact with an enemy model as a part of this special rule. And that's fine, but you can still enter the control zone. The Spiritual Displacement is still the same for the Abyssal Knight and the Slayer of Men. An army may include up to 2 Slayers of Men. A model with this special rule may reroll failed to wound rolls when making strikes against enemy hero models. Whilst this model is within 1 inches of another Slayer of Men, they gain the Burly special rule. So they lose the Burly special rule that they had last edition for a situational Burly special rule.
Yeah, fine, because everyone just used to take them and spam them out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Main interesting thing to note here is that you've lost Castellans, where you used to be able to spam them hard. I personally love that list.
Now,
however, there
wanna
is also like room to take more dudes of variety with this.
Yes.
Castellans, if you look at their photo, I'm pretty sure there's Castellans in the photo
Absolutely.
next to the rule,
They are.
which leads me to believe with the Armies of Middle-earth that we will hopefully get sooner rather than later, probably in a couple of months, Castellans are going to be added back to
Oh,
this.
did they not get legacy?
I don't think so.
Oh shit, that's it. Oh, they should be.
Oh,
Man,
I don't
those
remember them
cunts
in the
are
fucking
so
movie.
annoying. Yeah, look, this is the range on the +1 actually matters. Because as soon as you don't spec into pure ring wraiths, you actually have to consider things like breaking.
Yep.
Which is interesting, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just different. It's just different.
It's just
All right,
different.
let's do the best one.
3 trolls.
Damn.
I
I need
actually
to
want to
rethink
apologize. This is too low.
Yeah.
Overall,
Yeah.
I need
This
to rethink
shit-
this.
Okay, I think I could nearly name their special rules off the top of my head because I've been using these lads recently and I am in love with them. All 3, mainly Bill. Don't let me make me explain why. So the 3 trolls, profile wise, I'm almost certain the exact same.
One of them's fight 8, the other 2 are fight 7.
Oh yeah, big one is fight. No. I think it's no. The 2 big ones are fight 7. The smallest one's fight 6. Oh wow, Bill's fight 8. So Bill's fight 8. Bill is fight 8. Bird is fight 7. Tom is fight 6. So,
Oh, okay. Sure.
Cool. So you have the campfire. It now has an actual 80 mil base, which is
Huge.
interesting. It's a big boy.
Alex, can I stop you there for a quick second? If this is an 80 mil base and you put it over, can models move through this, or is
No.
it an impossible?
Impossible.
Okay, that's huge.
So yeah, you
Anyway,
deploy
keep
after
going
your
now.
army, after both the armies have been deployed, put it down in the battlefield outside the opponent's deployment zone. Essentially a
Holy
hobbit
shit.
trap. 80 mil base must be placed flat. They treat it as a banner with a range of 6 and resistance to magic. Bonus of +1 courage or any test within 6 inches of it. Because you can't walk through a fire.
I have.
Well, you can.
No,
not
but like a
the
big
darkest.
one. Not like don't like I walked on coals in Fiji once.
No,
Shut
dude,
up.
I was drunk as a parrot.
That makes sense.
Jay-
The Trolls Horde. Shut the fuck up, Sean. The 3 Trolls army works in an unusual way. They're allowed to purchase additional special rules. Each of the special rules listed can be purchased for 50 points. Awesome. They also have, I don't know where the supply thing is. It's not listed on this, but also each one can put down supply tokens in base contact with it at any point in their movement. It counts as a warrior on objectives. In the end phase, enemy models can touch them and get rid of them, but then the troll can just put another one down.
What the fuck?
Which is fucking crazy.
Isn't
But
it?
these upgrades, full bellies makes all of their heroic stats 333. I'm just gonna look at the name. I know them. I look at the name and I know what the fuck they do because I love these dudes. Stone Troll Endurance is a 6+ Fury save. Dog shit, don't take it. Nothing like a warm fire. The campfire is then increased to 18-inch range and counts as banner VPs as long as an enemy model is not touching it at the end of the game. Rumbling Momentum is +1 attack on the charge. Bowl them over. Your throw stones is a throwing weapon,
Damn.
which is 12-inch range, strength 8, and they all hit on 4s. Additionally, you can re-roll hurl distances with that.
Damn.
Oh,
Dominant Presence, like Smaug's rule, if they are on an objective, your opponent counts as having 0 models on it.
holy fuck!
Is there anything else? Yep, no, it's just, yep. Well, they have to be within 3 inches, though. So for hold ground, you must be within 3 of the objective to do that.
Oh no!
But still, savvy fighters, they can never be counted as being trapped.
Now read the next bit.
Additionally, if they're striking trapped models, they get reroll wounds. So those cheeky hurls to knock someone down, and then you smack their face. Tasty Livestock, you can put down 4 or 25 mil objective markers around the board. If you go within 3 inches of one, you can eat it and regain a wound.
Damn.
Cover of Darkness, you can choose for each game to happen at night if you want. Additionally, they all get Cave Dweller, so they ignore all the disadvantages. It also means their throw stones that are throwing weapons get +1 to wound.
Damn.
Just saying. Troll Cunning. I've messed something up because Savvy
Yeah.
Fighters is the other one.
Savvy
Savvy
Fighters
Fighters
is
is the
a
one
strike.
that lets
It's
them.
a strike.
They can all
All
strike.
strike. Yeah.
And additionally, if anyone strikes against them on a 4+, they can strike back for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troll Cunning is the no trapped and the advantage against trapped, and Kitchen Utensils is reroll ones when you make strikes, whatever. Firstly, I have to applaud GW. Fantastic
brilliant.
way to actually customize lists that are stuck at points levels. They've done the
Yep.
same with Breaking the Fellowship with the addition of Haldir and the Elves. They've done the same with a couple other lists. The my issue is that they haven't done it with more. The Shire, the Road to Rivendell is just stuck at 500 points. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, same with Ravenhill, 650 locked in. Kind of sucks. This shit, oh my god. Okay, movement, 2, 3, whatever. Shooting, easily a 3, maybe a 4. Happening at night means that they're not sitting there walking across the battlefield getting plugged by shots every turn. +1 to wound with on 4+ with throwing weapons. God, strength 8.
I 100% want to move that up to a 3.
You're wounding on 2s and 3s against most things with them. Numbers at a 3, it's purely you can drop supply markers on objectives, you cancel out everything they have on objectives. They're also dominant 3 and 4. So you stand an objective, they have 0, you have 3 to 4, which is generally all you need to get max score on objectives.
Yep, make that a 3, 100%.
They combat okay, I've played this now 2 games with these guys. Having 3 might on all of them, insane.
Huge.
The snot on Tom, still crazy. Because unless they're going to double strike into you, like, it's pretty hard to, like, fully isolate one troll. Even if they go all in on one, try and tag the others, call a combat, hurl into one of the dudes that are striking. Like, there's so many ways to get around it. Not getting trapped.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only thing that really lets this army down a little bit is their intelligence.
Yeah, it's a 7 for most of them. So the actual hurls
I think
are not
7,
consistent.
7, and 8. I think Bill, the Fight 8 one, is...
Is he done?
Tom's
I think
the dumb
he's
one.
7.
No, Tom's the dumb one.
Yeah,
Tom's
Tom's
he's,
the
dumb
dumb
he's
one.
an 8.
The snot one is a
Yeah,
8+.
Snotty is an 8+.
Yeah.
They're all fight
That's what I
7
said.
though, by the way. They're not fight
They're
2.
huge, man.
All fight 7. So
All fight 7.
all fight 7.
They changed
What?
it. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tom's fight
Tabletop
7,
Admiral can
Bert
suck a
7,
dick.
and Bill.
Oh, so they're
8.
wrong. Apologies.
And then-
Love that.
Yeah,
so they're all
so-
7. Oh, that's
yeah.
actually massive.
Yep.
Because
I'll
again,
take
the
that.
higher the 5 value, D3 strike means it's even better.
And Tom and Bert have defense too. So
They
it's like,
do.
like both those ones have defense. Bill only
Real-
has strike and challenge, but
Especially when someone goes all in to try and take one down, because that's generally everyone's strategy. You try and isolate one and take it down.
Yeah.
Heroic defense, wait for the others to come in. They'll eventually get there. You
This
go as
is-
a tight
this
nut.
is so good.
And again, like even for Magic, you only have 3 models. Totally get it. You have to be within 12 to cast because it's at nighttime. They all have 3 will. They all get resistance to magic. It's not
Tough.
bad. It's also everything you're going to be doing is in your power is to look at that spellcaster and go, you better keep running.
Yeah.
Throw a stone.
the only thing I don't agree with is they should not have gotten 3 fate. They die. They
Oh,
literally get stoned.
They
get
don't,
do they
stoned.
die?
they don't die.
They don't die. They
die.
put in
They
permanent
get into a
hibernation.
coma.
Fantastic.
go to-
Permanent
they go to
hibernation
sleep.
and fucking whatever it is. I don't give a shit. It should be
It's,
1.
they're the Han Solo of the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yeah, and those trolls don't have a Leia.
Can I just say though, technically, do they die? Yes, but they technically also beat the entirety of Thorin's company. Gandalf cheated.
Gandalf was
Greedo
speaking
shot
sweet
first.
nothings into their ears.
So you're telling me Gandalf
Yes.
was the Leia for Thorn's company?
Yes.
See, so the trolls don't have that shit, so they should have a fucking 1 fate.
Confirmed, Gandalf is Leia.
Thank you.
Look,
This
this is the last legion that we go into. I think this is a perfect way to end the video in terms of this
there
is
are things
just hang on. Like this is one of the
Okay,
best
sorry.
legions that Games Workshop have written.
Created.
Every single person that I've talked about, this is one of the first things that they've come in. Our ratings do not reflect it. This for me is number 2 in terms of like what my top picks.
This
This,
is- what's
will
the
win
other one?
tournaments. I'll let you know when we get there. This
Sick, I
will
love it.
win tournaments.
I'm happy to. I would declare it now. Green Dragon Open, 4th and 5th of January. I'm taking 3 trolls.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
And I
happy
do
now.
love that.
So wait for my order to come in. So for our armies today, I've done the pleasure of ranking our top 5 armies. If they've been double ups near the end, I've put them all together, and I've highlighted the ones that were unique to people. For me, Garrison of Dale and Iron Hills have snuck in just the bottom of mine. There's 24s. Goblin Town for Tyler. I actually still rate it. I still think it's solid. Sean, White Council. Are you obviously
Yeah.
you were on the assumption that the
Traumatized.
attacks were a bit more?
Yeah. The big one for me was 100% still thinking that they got the attacks. I read through a lot of the rules whilst doing the homework today, and
I
that
didn't
was
even
one
read
thing
it.
that was one thing I clearly
Oh,
just flat out
really?
missed. Damn.
But look, you can see some similarities. Everyone had Desolator of the North very high. Radagast Alliance is decently up there. Halls of Thranduil's up there. Battle of Five Armies is up there. I'm surprised Riders of the Necromancer is actually up there, but I would be really interested. I would love to go through, and I could probably just pull up the Excel spreadsheet, go through and kind of remove all the elite armies and see what the normal kind of armies that are left, because I think those will be more indicative of the better armies that we'll see in the edition.
Yeah, 100%.
But this is our total based on everything we've ranked, our highest rankings each. The highlighted ones again are the unique ones.
How the fuck am I minus Morgul unique? What are you guys doing? Are you reading?
Spectre's got nerfed.
You're coming at us sideways?
Yeah, I
What
am.
the fuck?
Yeah, I am.
Says the men of the
highlighted in
West.
your row.
Men of the West on a 28. What? 20. Dude.
Look, I would change that.
Yeah,
I'm
I bet you were sitting there like you're done it wrong. Tyler, I have to bring it up, and Rivendell.
Hold on, man. You're
Rivendell,
about to make me pull out this book and explain to you why fucking Rivendell is Chad.
My issue is that
Save
like
it for
if
another
they
video.
are getting
Exactly.
look, I think they're solid mid tier. They're solid. My issue is if they're getting blitzed, I don't think that the one timer, the Wrath of Rohan, is enough if they're getting blitzed. If it's an even battle and they both break at about the same
But
time,
you
it
can
could
spam
be
out numbers. You still can spam out numbers.
well, spamming out like 11-point elves.
Dude, but their heroes are cheaper. Like, you're not having to take two big heroes to make the army functional. It's literally Elrond, Arwen, Elrond, Captain,
Do you know what?
or you're taking
Their
Lindir.
their captains went up in points, bro. Their
How you
captains
go
are hella
Lindir?
expensive.
Okay, then you go Lindir. Lindir's still Chad.
Take this shit on the table. Tyler, get your Rivendell out. Alex, get another list out.
Get the 3 trolls.
Get the 3 trolls out. Or the breaking of the fellowship.
I think I'll bring out the moon mag. You Wrath of Rohan and that shit, huh? Bring it there. Yeah, that's
And
what
go
I'm
from
I'll choose a point on the Howder.
Writhing vines.
I'll choose a point on the Howder, please.
no, you can't actually target the hell.
Shut your ass up, fucking taking the moon.
Guys, we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for the love we've received for these videos.
And hey,
We are like giddy little girls at the moment. Every morning we get up and we're looking at the video, like the view counts and shit going up, and Sean sends in some stats and I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds great. I don't know what it means, but it's super exciting. We're getting a lot of momentum. Just want to say a big thank you to all of you for supporting us with this.
just want to reiterate as well. Get in there. If you've been watching this and going, oh damn, 3 trolls, that's crazy, or I want to get on the fucking Rivendell hype. Get to
No,
Oz
or the
Wargaming,
Dale
get
hype.
to...
Or get a
Vibes everywhere.
bear.
Actually,
Get a
honestly,
bear.
Dale hype. No one has Dale. No one owns Dale except for Sean. Honestly. Get some
no,
Dale.
fucking
Honestly, no, I'd rate it. Get
tournaments
some
with
Dale.
Dale. Fuck off.
Get contact Chris and Steve from Oz Wargaming Bar's Table. Chuck in goats at checkout. 10 and 5% off, respectively.
All capital. Make sure it's all
capital
capitals.
for Oz Wargaming. I'm pretty sure Bar's Table. I don't think it matters. We'll chuck some links in the description as well. Sean.
Oh, I will. They're already there, baby.
They're already there.
Ooh,
Actually,
stunning.
You're in the future. They're already there.
They're already there.
I'm ready to watch Yellowstone. From me
Hell yeah.
to Sean to Tyler to Alex. Good night.
Bubbity boopity woo transition.
Love you.